welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get ready with me to show you how I go from this to this. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I got this slicked back bun as well as my everyday makeup simple routine. I use all of my favorite products as well. Lately I've really been loving a simple makeup look. The great part about it is it takes me probably about 10 minutes or so to do. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so we gotta get something going on with this hair. So I just washed it, it's still pretty damp. I'm gonna go in with a Garnier hair mask just to put some moisture back in and get it nice and gelled as well. I'm just gonna be putting this all over my hair, got a good solid amount in between my hands, and I'm just gonna rub this all throughout from the roots all the way down to the ends. Gonna just take a wide tooth comb it through all of the strands. Once I get it all combed through, I'm just gonna take a pick comb, find the part that I want to use, and then I'm gonna take this scalp treatment, and this is just going to help keep all the little baby hairs in the front down slick against my skin so that way it doesn't start flying away all throughout the day. One tip that I have for this sleek bun is to work in sections. So I like to split my hair into 4 different sections. Starting with the bottom half, I will recoat everything with that same mask just to make sure it's really in there. And what this does is just help everything stay put throughout the whole day. After I make sure it's all even throughout my hair, I start using the fine part of a comb and just sort of laying that out on my face the way that I like it. And then I'll just smooth it out into a very low and tight bun. Then I just grab more of that scalp paste and I just kind of touch up the edges, make sure I didn't miss any spots, because what we don't want throughout the day is to see some little flyaways popping out. Last thing I like to do is put some oil. I like maracuja oil, and this is just gonna help treat and hydrate the scalp right where you left a part. Okay, so now that our hair is all done, I'm gonna start doing my makeup. First thing I like to use is a primer. I like the Too Faced Hangover primer. My skin is fairly dry in the winter time, so I like to just put this all over my face. I already did my eyebrows off camera because I feel like that's really boring to watch anyways. Plus it takes forever, so I did that already off camera. But I just used like the Anastasia brow powder in like soft brown to fill in my brows. I don't know about you guys, but I hate filling in my eyebrows. It's like the one part of my makeup routine that I dread the most. I'm going in with foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the shade Pearl. I'm very white. So start covering up stuff. I usually like to go in with a complexion sponge like this. I think this one's from Real Techniques, the Real Techniques sponge. I just feel like it gives me such a much more natural turnout as opposed to using a brush. Brushes are way faster, but I feel like this makes your skin just look better. I'm just putting that all over. But speaking of eyebrows, I've always wanted to go get like a micro needling done. Is it micro needling? No, micro blading. Well, micro needling too. But always wanted to go get that done. But I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel a little bit scared to go get that done. If any of you have got it done, leave a comment down below letting me know your experience, because I do really want to go get it done, but I'm afraid, not of the pain, like I have a good pain tolerance, but I'm just afraid that it's not gonna come out like the way that I want them to. I don't know. Like, I know I don't do my own eyebrows perfect. Like, I know they're not like studio quality, but I don't know, like, it's just my eyebrows have looked the same since I could remember. Ever start filling in my brows, it's always been the same, and I feel like if I go get them done and then they change the complete shape or the color, if they start coming out really ashy, I'm just afraid that I'm not going to be happy with it. But to think that I may never have to fill in my eyebrows again is like, okay, maybe I should look into it. In concealer, I like using like more full coverage concealer under my eyes and then a little bit on my forehead. Here. And what I like to do is just put some on like the bottom side of my cheek here. So this helps with like two things. I have a lot of like pigmentation on my cheeks, so this helps to not only cover that up, but it helps carve out where I'm going to put my bronzer too, so the bronzer doesn't look too smeared, I guess. Smeared's probably not the right word, but seamless. And I put it like in the middle of my face just to balance out the concealer everywhere else. That way it's not too bright only under my eyes. I like very simple makeup when it comes to everyday. Like, I don't do like the false eyelashes anymore. Like, I'll just do regular mascara, and it saves so much time. I don't have to worry about putting them on, taking them off. Now I'm just doing a cream bronzer. I don't do this every day. Sometimes I'll just go in with a powder bronzer, but I love using a cream. It just blends into the cream foundation that I just put on. So before I put on any powders, I'm just going in. This is the Kat Von D contour color in the shade Spice. So I just get like these little Z palettes and another very dirty sponge, and then just kind of blend it in my cheeks and also along my forehead. So this kind of helps your forehead not look as long, so it kind of just brings everything in together. So I like to put it around the perimeters of my face as well. And next I go in with a translucent setting powder. I love the Laura Mercier clear translucent setting powder. I've been using it for years and years just to keep that concealer in place so it doesn't go sliding around. And then I'll just put it like on my eyelids, and then I'll go in with just like an all over powder. I like the Sephora Matte Perfection powder foundation. I just put like a light bit of this all over my face, everywhere that I didn't just put the translucent powder. So I just take the little sponge. I really need a new one. I get whatever's left in here and then just kind of dab it, because I don't use a lot of it because I don't want it to look too powdery. Next I'm going in with just a powder bronzer. This is just a little sample I got from Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Nutmeg. So I think this is technically a setting powder, but I like to use it as my bronzer. So just take a big fluffy brush and get it in the cap here, and then just kind of put that over where I put the other bronzer. Then I'm going to go in with blush. I like using Tarte Blush. This is another little sample size. Just take a little bit of that on a blush brush. And this is really going to bring like some life back into our face. After we just covered up all of the pinkness, we're going to put some more back on. Last thing for the face that I use is a very subtle highlighter. I like using the Benefit Dandelion. You can tell I use this all the time. The packaging is very used. Just take a little bit of this and put it only at the top of my cheekbones because I don't want it to be too intense for an everyday look, and then I'll just dab it around my eyebrows. And it just adds like a little tiny bit. Okay, so zoomed in a little bit. Now that we're all done with our face. We're going to start working on eyes. Again, very simple. I'm not going to put too many colors. I'm just going to use probably like 1 or 2 colors on my crease. Take a fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Tartelette eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to take a brown color and then just like lightly dust it all over in my crease. And just like that, my eyeshadow is done. I'm not going to put on any eyeliner. I'm just going to go straight in with mascara. So this is something that I've been doing since like high school. I don't know if any of you remember, like before you were able to wear makeup, my mom would only buy me like clear mascara, which was pointless. But what I started doing was when I started using actual mascara, I would still use the clear mascara underneath. All I would do is just like prime my lashes for the black mascara to go on top. My eyelashes, I never curl them because they're already really curly. That's something that I'm very blessed with. I never have to curl my lashes. They're already curled. So sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's very annoying because sometimes they curl on their own a little bit too much and they kind of over curl. So what I do is kind of prime them with an eyelash serum. I got this off of Amazon. It's from the brand Select Lash. It's an eyelash serum. And I just put this on my eyes before mascara. And it just gets it ready. And if it is a little bit like over curled or something, it kind of straightens them out a little bit. I use the Sephora brand Lash Craft Big Volume Extreme. I love this mascara. We're almost done, so last thing I'm going to do is lips. I go in with a NYX lip liner in the shade Natural and just quickly line my lips. And then I go over top with a nude lipstick. I'm not one for like much color on my lips. I always like putting on a nude. So I'm just going to put a nude lipstick. And then finish up with some setting spray. I'm going to use my Miss Congeniality mist. And that is the final look. Alrighty guys, you've come to the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. If you have any video suggestions for me, just leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.